Side by side, the iPad 2 or iPad 3 in white and iPad 2 in black, the screen resolution does not look that different, right, from like a home screen. You can, if you're up close and personal, see a little bit of difference in the resolution. Now, the iPad 3 on the right, you can see a little bit of better quality on a YouTube video with color than on the left. A little more density, and that's probably due to the pixels. Even though the one on the left looks brighter, that would be doing that with more less pixels. What I like about the iPad 3 is the dictation that the iPad 1 and iPad 2 do not have. All I do is tap the microphone key and then say the person's name I want for the email. Connie Acton. Pick the mail. Then go to the subject. Test email. Where would you like to go to dinner tonight? So I can literally use this feature with any application within the iPad 3 to type out the text once I'm done completing my sentences, period. Then you can gather your thoughts and see what you're going to say next, period. Photo taken with the iPad 3, same lighting, and with the iPad 2. Now the iPad 2 looks bigger because that's what it zooms into. Same here. I can tell a little bit of quality, but you know, I'd be happy with the iPad 2 if I was using a camera. We'll do video next. So if we look at the video playing, there is up close and personal. You can see a little bit quality, but like I said, I could be happy with the iPad 2. Now, both units side by side, you can see a better lighting resolution with the density on the iPad 3 as opposed to the iPad 2, but I could live with the iPad 2 if I was just using this for presentation and slight little videos and some photos. But the iPad 3 does offer better resolution. We have AirPlay on a 50-inch Vizio HD MI. Now this is the old AirPlay. This is hooked to the iPad 2, so that's a 720p, and the newest one from Apple is 1080p, so there'll probably be a difference. So I'm going to open up the browser, and there's the page, and then we'll go to a presentation, and we have a Van Gogh Starry Night, and then we'll go ahead and open up a PBS show. And it'll go to the full screen. And start streaming. Now with the iPad 3, I see a little bit more clarity on the screen, and I imagine with a 1080p Apple TV it would probably be a lot better. But I go on the browser, don't really tell too much difference there when I open the browser, but I can go to presentation, and comes up, I can see a little bit bigger difference there when I'm looking at the presentation. It's definitely from the home screen there's a lot more clarity. Here I would say on the video portion, and this is that Masterpiece Mysteries clip that was playing earlier. I would almost say there's a little chop compared to the other one when it played, and that would probably be because the Apple TV being 720p. And I also saw an update, but I can tell that it's high definition at this point. It's your choice, the iPad 2 there and the iPad 3. I'm glad with the iPad 3. I can do a lot more productivity with it and do the video and get a little bit more speed as opposed to the iPad 2. But if I'd have gotten an iPad 2, $100 less, I'd have been really happy. But I want to be able to do more. One thing I'll caution you on buying your case, I bought one where I can flip it around, and I had to heat, even though it said it was for the iPad 3, I had to heat the plastic backing on this to get it to go on about 3 or 4 times with a regular floor heater or a hair dryer. So be careful buying your cases. Make sure you give them a while to make sure they got good iPad 3 cases out, because it is a few centimeters thicker than the iPad 2. And of course, the slip-in cases that you slip in, the real simple ones, and the original Apple cases will work just fine with the iPad 3. It's your choice. Good luck. I'm glad I got mine. It's worth it. Bye.